This is part 2 of the Redbox short interest video that I did. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I apologize, but I had to split it into 2 parts because it wouldn't upload on YouTube. It was too large. So please watch part 1 first and then come back to this. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Okay, credit goes out to you, Akuntix, on Reddit for his DD on how to find APIs, guys. And I personally am not tech savvy, clearly, but this information was given to me through a source with documentation on how to get it, which if you go back and watch my first video that talks about API and the insane number of shorts that Webull alone has in this play, according to the information that we're looking at. You'll understand what an API is and how you can actually look it up yourself if you want to do your own DD, which I highly recommend you do. If you're tech savvy, then you can absolutely go in and pull up these tickers. I do not know how long we will have access to this, because I can tell you right now that they know that I'm spreading this out there, because wait until you see what's changed today. This is just unbelievable. So let's go back to when I first brought this to everyone's attention, which was here on Friday, June 10th. Well, my video came out after, but that's when I got my hands on this. This is Webull's API, guys. Again, the API shows the total number of shares that Webull has sold, total number of shares that they're stating are outstanding, meaning usually this should be what's in the float. And I do not know whether it's correlated from the free float or if, well, clearly they're not using the free float, but this is not the entire float either, because the entire float is only somewhere between 10.95 and low 12 million, which according to Ortex, which I'm going to tend to believe is right around this 12.6 million number that we're looking at up here. But this gets really interesting, guys. So I released this video, the first video, over the weekend, showing everybody that the shares outstanding that Webull is saying is on their books, which I believe this is what the pool that all market makers and hedge funds and stuff are pulling from when they're trying to locate shares for this play. So on Friday, they were pulling from a claimed share of 45,388,516, which is 100% not the case. And it still showed at that time that they had sold us, as of Friday, 51,657,781 shares. Guys, that is insane within itself, because at that point, 1.95 million float, they've sold retail on Webull alone. Granted that this DD is correct, which I have the one for another ticker as well to compare it to. So I truly believe that my source has done his DD enough to know that this alleged 51 million is what, you know, Webull has sold their clients of Redbox as of Friday, which at that point, given the outstanding shares, the short interest from, or the percentage of shares rather that retail had owned, just on Webull alone was 113.81% of the float, which clearly, guys, is so much higher, because look at this number, and they're doing the math, dividing it by their insane shares outstanding, which if anyone can figure out the difference between the shares outstanding on Friday to why they converted it back to the actual shares outstanding as of Monday, my guess is after seeing this video with a leak in it, or seeing the last video that I did, they updated the shares outstanding to the actual shares outstanding. This is as of last night, 4:40 p.m. You can see that Webull has sold 58,067,939.59 shares of Redbox to their retail clients. Guys, 58 million shares on a 1.95 million float. You want to know how it makes sense that they're trading, you know, 50 plus million shares a day? Well, the last few days, normally it's been like 25 to 28 million. But this is how, because If Webull alone is selling this number of shares, can you imagine the absolute insane numbers that have to exist if you add up all the other brokerages out there? I mean, heck, don't even have the brokerages. This number alone is phenomenal. Let's just say the source is wrong and that our numbers are 58 million, for the entire sale. Forget about the fact that this is just Webull. Let's just assume this is what every broker has sold. Guys, that is still like 27 times the entire flow. Actually, more than that. It's like 29 times the entire float. Sorry, math early in the morning. 29 times the entire float alone that Webull has sold. And, if you want to be conservative in this, which either way you look at it, it's insane. The potential that this has to have a MOAX, these are better numbers than GME. When I say that, that is fact. These are better numbers than GME. The cost to borrow max is over 1,000%. How often do you see that on a stock? And how often do you see that going for day after day after day? They're not cutting them any slack here. They need shares. I believe that the price action we saw yesterday was their stunt to try to scare retail out of this play because they desperately need your shares. Guys, if you have any thoughts as to the change in the shares outstanding and why they would go about changing it, and if you think that perhaps this is how they're fudging and not letting us know what the true short interest is on this play, because guys, I'm curious to see if over the next day Ortex picks this up and increases this number, because what I'm seeing is 460.18% on Webull alone. Retail owns. We own 460.18%, allegedly. Nobody wants to get sued, according to this source. This is the API. If you go back in my last video, I have documentation that will show you how I found it. I cited my source. Guys, I'm not going to show you something if I don't trust it. Please do your own DD on it. If you're tech savvy, I'd love to get your comments. Please try to pull it up. Hopefully you can still access it, because I have a feeling they want me to see this. Perhaps I'm delusional, I don't know, but I got this out there and it needs to be spread because everyone needs to see it before it's taken down. If you can, do your own DD, you want to comment to me, let me know. You can find me at Twitter, at Teresa with an H _ Perrin, Perrin. So that's at Teresa with an H _ Perrin at Teresa _ Perrin. On Twitter, please DM me. Send me a message saying you want to contact me, because I've heard from some people that they can't DM me. Guys, I am not tech savvy. I have no clue why you cannot, because my DM's open to anyone who wants. You don't want to put it public, that's fine. We can have a conversation. I just want to get to the bottom of this. If you can help me out here, you have any more information, if you have any other sources that reveal this or know anyone that could get information, from another brokerage to compare what their numbers are that they've sold to retail, and get me an image of that. I promise you don't want it out there. I'm not going to leak it. I just need to know what it is. You want me to leak it? Guys, I'm game. This needs to be exposed. This is fraud. All right, I've said enough in this video. I hope you all have an awesome day. Redbox, I'm sorry. I still hold all my AMC, GME, BBIG, Adder, and all the other plays I'm in, guys. I'm a true ape. I'm not a sellout. I don't care if you guys aren't. It doesn't matter to me, but, this is the play. This truly is the play right now. This is the one that's going to go off first, in my opinion. And a little bonus for watching this to the end, there are 2 tickers that I called out in my last space call that have been doing phenomenal. They are AERC, and if you got in that play yesterday, you would have been up a substantial amount of money on that, because it went all the way from $12 to, well, currently it's down today at 15.94, but keep an eye on it, because I don't think that play is done either. But yesterday it went all the way up to $18. And then the sympathy play to that, which I think is going to be a runner within itself, is the ticker AUVI. A is in Alpha, U is in Uniform, V is in Victor, I is in India. And the two other tickers I want to tell you to keep on your radar today would be SIGA, SIGA, and TNXP. Those are both monkeypox plays, and with the 100 plus cases of monkeypox that were revealed in England yesterday, those two tickers should be having a nice little run today, so add them to your watch list. I hope you all have an awesome day, and don't let them scare you out of your play. Do your DD and know what you hold. All right, guys, till next.